Sup dudes, welcome to another video. It's Jake Gordon here. This video is going to be a little bit different than normal. I'm not really going to go over any ads, any kind of accounts. I feel like I'm doing that a little bit too much and giving you guys too much, but there's nothing wrong with giving up value. This video is going to be on a store. I'm sure, if you've been, dropshipping or in the e-commerce for anywhere over really 6 months, but if you've really been in it back like 2-3+ years ago, like me, you've probably seen this store everywhere. And this store is everywhere for a reason, because they're really good with their ads. They're really good with their, Google ads especially, and that's what we're going to talk about, today. And they also used to run a lot of Facebook ads. I don't know if they're running ads on Facebook. I'm guessing they still are. Why wouldn't they? But this store is going to be pretty much how this store is making over $1 million a month. Consistently, every single month this store is making over $1 million a month. Now, what I will say, this store did move over to WooCommerce platform really recently. I remember when they were doing the switch, it was about 6 months ago. And the only reason I know that is because I don't have it right now because I'm in Spain on a different computer than usual, but the Commerce Inspector tool used to light up in this store because it was a Shopify platform. I don't know why they changed it. They just maybe didn't like working with Shopify. I don't know. I don't really care. They moved it to WooCommerce anyways. Maybe people were copying their products too much, which, I copied a hell of a lot of their products, as you should, by the way, because this store is doing really good numbers. But yeah, I want to go over, how they're running Google ads effectively for their, e-commerce store, because this store did start out dropshipping. I'm guessing they're not dropshipping now just because they're doing so much good numbers. It would make sense for them to, buy in bulk for sure, like I do. And, I'm nowhere near doing $1 million a month. But yeah, so it doesn't, they're probably not dropshipping anymore, but they're still selling the same products that me and you are trying to sell. That's a fact. So yeah, I'm in Spain right now, like I said, as you guys know. So, I've opened up, iSearch. I put in USA, and I'm going to do UK as well, because that's pretty much where most of my audience is from, UK and USA. So we'll go over them real quick. What I've also done is just type in Inspire Uplift, because I'm not going to go through every single product. It wouldn't really make sense, right? So, if you type in a store and you go to shopping and you see a bunch of different ads, these dudes are obviously running ads on Google Shopping, and they are killing it, man. So these products, this is the UK one, by the way. It's coming up in euros because I'm in Spain. But you've seen these products. You've probably tried to sell them. The difference is how they do the keywords and how they do the wording, and you can also see they've got really, really clean images. Now these can be found on AliExpress, eBay, Banggood, all these other sites as well. So there's no reason why you can't go and replicate this. I still today take some of this dude's products, and I still run them in my store. I'm still running these products on my stores today, whether it be a general store, Niche store, a one product store. You can put these products into your store today and just kind of copy what their success is. Because I'm pretty sure none of you guys are trying to do $1 million a month. If you are, you kind of need to be at that next level. A couple 100,000 a month is a good goal to have in revenue mind. So you can definitely do this just in this store alone. And these guys have already done the hard work for you, because these guys are running ads every single day in Google. And you can pretty much just copy them and then run a similar sort of campaign that they're doing, which we'll go over as well. So this is the UK one. This is US one. This is the US one. Yeah, same again. So many products. Even gives you the prices. Obviously, I can't open them up right now because iSearch doesn't let you go in. But you can kind of see what I'm trying to do here. These products, you've probably seen them. You've probably tried to sell them. Difference is, you've probably tried to sell them on Facebook, or if you've tried to sell them in Google, you've probably not got the keywords correct, or you've just probably not, resonated well with the customers like these dudes are doing. So yeah, let's go over their site real quick. Super clean website. I think it's a custom theme. Back in the day, I think they were using, probably one of the paid themes. It's definitely not your debut theme. It's definitely not your Brooklyn theme. It's a very nice, clean looking theme. And you can still do this. Like, you don't need one of these fancy themes. You don't need to go and hire a developer. Like, I've never got to that stage. I never will, because there's plenty of good themes you can do just on this normal Shopify store. Let me go back to that. So yeah, going back to their store, guys, like, this store is getting about 500 to 700k monthly visitors. Now that's how I can estimate that they're doing well over $1 million in sales, because with as well as they're known, they're going to be getting a lot of repeat customers that are just going to convert easily. They're also running cold ads. Usually cold ads convert from anywhere from 1% at the absolute worst, all the way up to 5% if you get a good product going. So just doing the maths, they're doing well over $1 million. And this is, I'm trying to give you an example how they're doing it. They've been around for years, so don't try and copy this exactly. Like, you don't aim for 1 million, but you can kind of get an idea of what you want to do if you want to run Google Shopping, which I always recommend, because that's all I'm doing right now for my stores. So how does their store look? It looks really nice. I wouldn't really worry about the homepage that much, mainly because people aren't really going to this page. They're landing on the product page from the ad, but it's always good to have like a good homepage. Just add a collection. This is what this dude's done. You don't need to make it amazing, but also don't leave it blank. Don't make it look crap, because that, some people do go to the homepage, and if they see nothing there or just looks a little bit weird, they're never going to buy. So homepage looks really nice. These are super nice. Obviously these dudes, they're not even doing that quick delivery, man. Like, to be honest, 7 to 10 business days, like, you can beat this drop shipping. So there's no reason why you can't go and drop ship these products. Like, there's plenty of places. I've gave you perfect examples before. eBay, Banggood, even Amazon, if the price makes sense. You can beat these, delivery times and almost make it look like you've got stock in house. A lot of social. Like I said, I don't really recommend having a big social platform as you're getting started out, because it's just a waste of time. Quick links is good to have. The main thing you really want to have is, contact us, return shipping, all this, privacy policy and all that kind of stuff, because you need them to get approved for Google Shopping. So that's our homepage, super simple. I've opened up a couple of their landing pages, because this is the most important page, of the website, right? So as soon as they, click your ads, for example, if I click one of these ads, boom, if I've clicked that, I've landed on this. So this is, when the conversion is going to be happening. So how does your site look? It looks super good, and they've got reviews, and we'll go over the reviews as well. They've got a little, use, save, blah, 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 recommended to have. The add to cart looks super nice. Don't really like the share thing. Like I said, they're a lot of social, they're got a big social platform, so it makes sense for them to have that. If you're starting out, just untick this on the theme that you're using. It's just a simple box, get rid of it. But yeah, this looks super nice. As we scroll down, you've got the different images for that product. It changes, super nice, it loads, good. That's fine to have. Obviously, the description, they've got their own personal videos. Like, you can easily take these videos and like just put them, like, believe it or not, this is exactly what I've done. So I've took these guys' videos, put it under my store, made a YouTube channel, put these in Final Cut Pro, and cropped them. If they've got any like logos and all that kind of stuff, just edit them out. It's super easy to do. You don't need to hire somebody, and then just upload them to my channel. So instead of you having their YouTube channel, it almost like looks like you own the product. So if you really want to go that step further, if you don't, just don't put the video in. It's as simple as that. But you're not going to put their video in your product page, because then it looks weird and sketchy. This is the main bit where you guys want to be. So you really want to almost copy this guy's landing page. The description. As long as there's no Inspire Uplift kind of keywords in there, which I don't think there is, probably will be in some of them. But this is how they're ranking so good. This description is how you rank super well, and obviously the main title. This is the most important thing about Go Shopping. It's your keywords and your description. Then comes the image, then comes the price, but how they're ranking super effectively. They really went down to detail in the description and their, their title. Scrolling down the page, they've got reviews. Sometimes I put reviews on my store, sometimes I don't. But what they don't have that crappy looks reviews that all you guys use, which I know you guys use because I see it all the time, and you message me about it. It looks really bad, guys. Looks review looks terrible. It's a nice thing like 5 years ago, but now everybody in their grand has it. So don't use that app. Use a different app if you have to. If you're going to use reviews, let's be honest, all your reviews are going to be fake. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Some of these dudes are probably fake as well, to be honest, when they were starting out. But you can see their app, it looks, nice. You can thumbs up it, you can thumbs down it. It just looks a lot more professional, right? It's not that crappy looks reviews where it's all written in China and it's all squished upon the page, because I see some of the boxes. A box will be up here and then a box will be down there. It doesn't look good. This dude, it's nice and clean, and it looks a lot better. So if we go, what we can do is now is we can check, mobile, because mobile is the most, 90% of customers, 80 to 90% of customers are going to come from mobile. So looking at mobile is going to be the most important thing, because, most of your customers come from mobile. So if you just right click and inspect, ignore all this kind of stuff. You just want to be looking at this window here on the left. This is how it's going to look on mobile, right? So it's super easy to do. Instead of going to the site yourself on your mobile, you can just do this. You can see it looks really nice. You've got all this kind of stuff, which is fine. Description looks really good on mobile, and then the reviews look really, really professional. I've got verified buyer. I don't know if that's real. I'm probably guessing it is. It looks really, really professional. They've got all this kind of stuff. You can put this in your own. I don't really kind of use secure checkout, guaranteed, all that kind of stuff. Some people do, some people don't. It's just personal preference. And then you've got all your quick links. So that's absolutely fine. These are just other product pages as well. They're just going to look the exact same. So looking at their actual reviews on Trustpilot, a lot of people just forget about Trustpilot. So if you guys remember my general store, Taste Stitch, I dropped it 3 videos ago. I had really bad Trustpilot reviews, and the only problem for that was because I was just starting out, and pretty much I was dropshipping from AliExpress. So if you dropship from AliExpress, as you guys probably know, you're going to have 30 delivery days, sometimes even 40 delivery days to get to the UK, right? So you're really not going to get any good reviews. So these dudes, like I said, I don't know if these are all real. I'm guessing they probably are, because these guys are doing some good numbers. So there's no reason why these guys would fake it, right? But these guys, when they started, I know they're going to have some bad reviews. So 16%. The good thing is they've got 63%. So when people are typing in your brand, for example, Inspire Uplift, and they see this 3.9, like, it looks a lot better than 0.9, which I had. So looks super well. Because if you're in the UK, especially, like, everybody uses Trustpilot, and the thing is, like, think about you. If you've had a personal experience, you've probably never really wrote a good review, but if you've had a bad review, you're going to write a bad review. So it's super important to keep this clean with the review page, right? So like I said, some of these are probably fake. You can buy Trustpilot reviews. Nothing wrong with it, nothing right with it. It's just a mutual thing. But I'm guessing these are, most of these are real, because you can see here they just look a bit legit. And to be honest, like, they're really getting some good reviews. So it's super important when you're doing this, you're not using AliExpress, like I stressed to you, because if you are, customer's going to have a bad experience. They're not going to get the product in like 30 days, and you're going to get some 0 stars, just like I have when I was starting out. So yeah, you don't want to do that, because it's going to kill the store long term if you're in this game for the long term. If you're in it for a quick cash and pump, you can run it probably for 6 months and be out. But I would suggest you want to keep these stores running long term. So that's how their Trustpilot review looks. All you really need to worry about this is, keep your shipping time in point, keep your refund policy, stick to it. Don't not give them a refund when you've got a refund policy in there, which you should have and you will have. Just stick to it and you'll be fine. So yeah, last thing before I let you guys go, looking at their Facebook page, right? So their Facebook page, like I said, I don't recommend having a Facebook page when you're starting out, but obviously these dudes are making a kind of name for themselves because they've been here for 5 years plus. So just looking at their Facebook page, they share like pretty much every hour, right? You could do this if you want, but you can see the engagement, right? So a lot of their sales are going to be coming from just organic posting, right? Which is super nice. You guys aren't going to get any of this because nobody knows your names right now. What you're going to do is you're going to use Google, hopefully, to kind of, pay to get sales and also pay for people to know your name. And then you can start doing something like this. But you can see 1.6K, 234, there's 500 shares, whatever. Never see any e-commerce store kind of get this kind of results, man, to be honest. And this looks super nice. So they're posting pretty much every hour, every 2 hours, whatever. And people are liking it, and a lot of sales will be coming from, this kind of cheesy stuff. So if you want to check out their thing, just Inspire Uplift, and you can even start, posting for your stuff right now. Like I said, it's probably not going to do anything just because you're just starting out. But it's good to do if you want to be consistent and you're in it for the long game. So 6.1 million people like this. So obviously a lot of people are, a lot of sales are going to come from this, which is super nice. But just talking about Google Ads is all we care about if you're watching this channel. What you want to do in a nutshell is look at Inspire Uplift if you're just starting out. Have a look at their products on their page. So go through a couple of their products, see what they're kind of ranking for. And then what you can do is just literally try and source their products before your ad. I always recommend sourcing. And yeah, just copy some of the descriptions, copy some of their keywords, look at their images. You can see here all the images are clean. The good thing about this is you can literally just copy their images. And yeah, dudes, what you should start doing if you want to do like a general storage, you should just start copying some of their products, and then running that all products test campaign, like I've talked about millions of times on the channel. And then seeing what sticks, scaling the good stuff, and then cutting the crap stuff that is not profitable. And that's pretty much what these guys have done for the last 5 years plus. That's when I started noticing them, and they're still killing it today. And they're just pretty much using Google Ads. And they're one of the biggest e-commerce stores I know, and it's all done through Google Ads. So that's it for this guy's video. I just wanted to go over $1 million a month consistently store. It can be done. It takes a lot of work, but you can definitely do it. So if you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked it, hit the dislike button for sure. Leave a comment as well if you want me to get back to you. I always reply in the first hour. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Good day.